What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with your boy Iggy. I'm over here in the mesa, not too far away from the home base over there, and I figured we would come over here today and look for an exposed mine shaft so I can loot some rails. Is the main reason I'm actually here, honestly. It'd be great if we could find some glowberries. I can already see there is an exposed spawner right there, which may end up making that into a string farm. Just until we get, you know, a big mob farm somewhere so we can get gunpowder or spider eyes, all the things that we'll be needing in the future. So yeah, let's just dive right in. Head on down the mesa here. This is great. This is actually a huge mesa. We actually got a little bit of the shattered bit over there. And look at that, right from the get-go, we got mine shafts. Let's grab our torches, put the boat away, and just start looting some rails. If come across anything cool, be sure to hop back in with you guys. And otherwise, though, we'll probably time-lapse the majority of this. So let's just start mining.
What we do here is go back.
All right, well, that was quick and relatively, well, I mean, it was successful in rails, but no activator rails, no chests. So yeah, I mean, the spawners are kind of neat, so we might be able to do something with those. I think I'll probably end up doing, well, I don't know, at some point I'm going to do that one or the zombie one, possibly both, just to kind of get some of those early game farms along, because string, you know, for the new candles, and then the rotten flesh is just usually a good villager trade if you've got a villager trading hall, which actually brings us to the rails that I just picked up. This is actually, I've got a couple villagers trapped over there from the last episode, and oh, so that's cool. Yeah, so this is like the little, what's the word? I guess Gulf out by the base. There's the ice. It spawns right over there. And then we got a pretty much a complete like sunken city right there. That's kind of cool. Had to come up over the mountain to like see an exposed mine shaft over here by the little bit of shattered savanna there, which is definitely pretty cool. You know, you don't see these all that often, or at least I don't. Looks like I missed some rails there, but that's okay. We got what we need for the time being. So I'm going to mosey on back over to the base, and we can get started on some villager stuff. Alrighty. So now that we got some rails, in order to do some more of the villager stuff, I need to hop into the nether to get quartz, not just for experience, but for making the dispensers, observers, comparators, all that good stuff. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw up our nether portal here and see what kind of nether spawn we get. Hopefully it is not too terrible, but yes, I know I skipped the corners, but we're not going to be staying in this area for very long, so that's all good. What do we got? We are right in the middle of a warped forest, but Ooh, that looks high up. Okay. Well, I guess we better start by protecting our little abode here. Alright, and we are at -13, +50. Ooh, we are pretty low on the nether. I mean, that'll be great for strip mining. If we stay here, we can just dig down, but not ideal for, what's the word? For finding a nether fortress. So I guess we'll just head out to it. There's some quartz up there, but there's also a hoglin, but I think we should be able to handle him. Oh, and I didn't wear any gold. Okay, so you know what? Oh, we are immediately going back. Nope. That's a big nope. Alright, let's try that again. We've got the door now, and we also have our fancy golden hat. So those guys shouldn't bother us. And I went ahead and brought some gold just in case, and I grabbed some more cobblestone so we can kind of mark our path. But for now, we're not really going too far. We're just going up here to grab this quartz. Alrighty. So I guess from there we're just gonna continue kind of roaming around this area looking for quartz, and maybe we'll get lucky and find a nether portal, or not nether portal, a nether fortress. But in this biome, I gotta say I have my doubts. What do we got over here? I would also love to get some soul sand, but that's not looking too optimistic either. Alright, so I actually remembered that the piglins can give you soul sand. So hopefully with some of this gold, you know, we're just going to block you in here. And we're just going to trade with you until you give me what I want. So hopefully we get some ender pearls, hopefully we get some soul sand. I mean, a soul speed book would be great too, but we get what we get. So just keep trading and hope for the best. Hey, there we go. We got it. Awesome. So I'm just, gonna keep trading with this guy and be back with you once I finish. Alright, so we are back up on the surface, and I got a little bit of nether quartz, which is perfect, and I think I've decided that we are going to start with our first building being a villager trading hall, kind of doubled as our starter house, right in this area. So I'm going to go ahead and clear out some of this forest, and once I'm done, we will get started on the build. Okay, we're back. We got the space cleared out. It's not a huge space, but I mean, this is just going to be kind of a starter building, and majority of it is actually going to be probably underground, since I don't really want to stay over in this area. We might for a little bit and just kind of build up a little city here and then connect it over closer to the ocean monument is where I would like to ideally be, but until we get choker boxes, I'm not making that trip. So I guess we will start with a small starter house. So basically, how do I want to go ahead and do this? We're going to need to have the villager breeder. We'll probably put that centered right there. And then we'll have the entryway kind of maybe somewhere over here. We don't want it to be overly big to start. So let's see. That's going to be where our door lies. And then let's see, we'll go maybe 5 there. Actually, we'll make that 7. And then we'll come back 1, 2, 3. So we can get a window right there. And then we'll do the same over here. So 1, 2, 3. And we'll pop it out. And so one big thing is I always try to build in odds. This is technically an even because of the front block, but if you want to have a wall on either side of your window, kind of have to do it that way. Otherwise, always odds. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll give us a window there and a window there. And then we can come back, bring it in a little bit. And then maybe over here, we could relocate the enchanting setup. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, do 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Window, window. Make sure we'll go 6 on that one, and then that way we can have a window here, wall, window, wait. Wall, window, wall. Oh, yeah, no, I messed that up. Keep it one short, and then we'll just have one window in the middle. Yeah, okay. And we'll just kind of keep doing the outline here. So let's see, for an enchanting setup, if the table was there, you would need, okay, if it was there, you would need 1 block on either side. Yeah, that works. And then for the back, we'll kind of just, I would like to have some back windows that kind of poke out here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pop it in. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll bring it back in what I have written, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just bring this side all the way back until we are flush with this one. Awesome. So that is going to be our foundation. The floor level will actually be right here. So we're going to go ahead and get that filled in with some birch just to get an idea of how it looks, which I'm actually going to have to mine some up real quick. And then we will continue from there. Alrighty. So we've got the floors in. Now it's time to actually work on getting the villager breeder, the contraption set up. So that way we can see how tall this thing's going to be. So we can kind of base the height of the lower part of the building around that. So generally, you've got your 1 block that the baby villager is going to land on. I like to leave a little bit of space underneath so that you can have the minecart rail system that comes and picks them up. And then, so yeah, basically all you got to do is you've got your 1 block for them to land on. I like to put, just to kind of make it look a little nicer, kind of fancy these up. And then on either side, put a placeholder block there, like so. And then this is going to be, now we're going to do 3 high. And then on top of those, you will be placing some slabs, which I did not think about. I made a couple quartz blocks here so we could get some quartz slabbies. Got the beds ready. We're actually going to need trapdoors. Let's just go ahead and get some wood. Inventory's filling up pretty quick. We're going to need, I believe, 8. No. You know, if we need more, we can make more. So basically, we'll come back over here. And get a block we can tower on. We'll use cobblestone. And that will put 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. And then we'll grab our beds and do 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. And then on top of the beds, trapdoors. And we are going to need another layer of trapdoors. So let's just pop back down real quick. Get us more trappy doors. Two, 4, 1, 2. Gonna be enough. Yes, perfect. All right, our towering. Oh, I miss having scaffolding. One of these days we're gonna have to go on an adventure for a jungle, and then I believe I'm gonna have to double check the design, but something like that. There's a fence post in there, so let me just real quick figure out where the fence post is supposed to go. Okay, we're back. So I goofed slightly. So the 3 high is correct. The slabs on the top are correct, but one thing that I made the mistake on was doing it the old design. So a couple things to clarify here. This is originally a device by impulsesv from the Hermitcraft server, and the design was tweaked by Zinjy, who I will link both of them in the description down below. So one thing to make sure is that the pillow on the bed are in the corner, and then that the next bed is kind of touching the base. So all the pillows are in the corners. Then what you're going to want to do is place carpet on the pillows. And then down here, you're going to get your fence and you're going to place it up against the slab. And then in the meantime, we are going to just throw another slab on top of that. And then let's see, I believe it's another slab, so it's a full block. And then we're going to place a trapdoor as a placeholder in there. And then on each of these, oops, you're going to place a trapdoor so it opens up towards the middle like that. Like that. And like that. Up. Like that. And like that. And then we can go ahead and remove that. Remove that. Open these up. And then I feel like that's the entire design. I believe that's it. We may have to add another thing of carpets all the way around this just to play it safe. Actually, you know what? Yeah, just to be sure, I'm going to go ahead and double carpet right there. So I'm going to go grab a couple more carpets, and then we will focus on getting our villagers that we've got in the little box there up inside of this thing. So I'm going to grab some more carpets and get the villagers in there, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so we're back. We got the villagers situated. Had to make a couple little improvisions on the design. Basically just, I'll show you here. So the issue I was having is the way that I had priorly placed the trapdoors. You want to place them directly on top of the bed, because the villagers would sleep at night and then they would get into the beds like they're supposed to, but then instead of going back to the center, they would be standing right there next to the open trap or the closed trap door. So basically I left the trap doors open, put another row around their heads, just kind of made extra sure that nothing was getting in or out of this contraption here. And so far it seems to be working well. We got the rail line set up here, and this is kind of a cool little trick. Basically what you do is you place these 3 and then 1 right here, so that this one goes up into the glass block and then catches this one, and then you basically take that one out and put one there, and just continue it. And so this way you can put a minecart into your dispenser, and when you have a villager ready, hit the minecart and it will go through and grab them. And then the other big thing is if you're going to be dropping them down a hole, you want to make sure you have something blocking the other side of the hole so it actually goes down. That was something that I had forgotten that I quickly relearned trying to get these guys in here. So that being said, now what we are going to do is go ahead and I think we should give these guys some food so we can at least get this thing kind of rolling. We're gonna have to dig out the basement as well, so I may go ahead and feed them and then dig out a room down here. Ideally I would like to have them fall and land right into a zombie villager conversion, so they would get killed by the zombie and then have a whole thing for them to go through to get cured. But seeing as how our nether spawn was absolute garbage, and we were nowhere near a nether fortress to get the blaze rods that we're going to need for the potions, I've got another plan for that. I'm thinking that we'll just sail out to the ocean monument, which is a little ways away. We're going to have to put a portal there anyways, and we can basically see if that has a better nether spawn that we can use to hopefully find a fortress. And then when we have to link up the portals anyways, there'll already be one there, so it makes things quite a bit easier. Other than that, I've just been kind of harvesting the farms, did a little bit of strip mining, so we got quite a bit of stone that we can use to start working on this building. So I figured that we would at least get the structure up now, and then just so these guys are kind of covered from the elements, because the last thing I need is for lightning to strike one of these two, which absolutely will happen with my luck. Luckily, there's a new lightning rod. Maybe I'll throw one on top of that tree. So I have fire spread turned off, and we can, you know what? Actually, we're going to do that right now before I forget, because I'm not trying to have, there's not a whole lot of savannah villagers left. Let's just say that. Unfortunately, some were lost in the process of getting these villagers here. So rest in peace to those fellas, but hopefully we can repopulate with our two that we've got here. So let's go and actually make use of the new lightning rod for its intended purpose. And obviously once there's a roof on this building, we can throw the lightning rod on the roof, because I had planned to go with a wood roof. I'm kind of thinking we'll see how it looks after we get to that point, but we'll just climb up here and stick our lightning rod. Where's the tallest point? Yeah, we'll just chuck it there. So yeah, hopefully it hits this and not those guys, because I've had in my survival world that I did the world tour on, I actually had multiple cats that I left outside that were unfortunately struck by lightning out of all places. So not gonna let that happen again. Alrighty, so we got all our materials, or most of the materials that we're gonna need in this chest. If I need more spruce, I got plenty of spruce trees going there, so we shouldn't have an issue with that. Mined up some stone, ended up getting silk touch, and then got ourselves a fortune 3 efficiency for hoe that I've been using to get more from the crops. We're probably going to end up using the hoe here to farm some moss blocks that we can use to make mossy stone bricks, because I completely forgot to get a little temporary vine farm started in the meantime. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start getting a structure going here. What do you say? So what I like to do is from the floor, I like to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the 5th one is where I come across, and that leaves a 4 tall gap in between each of these like pillars. So if you have windows, they can be 2 high with 1 block above and 1 block below. So we're just going to go ahead around here, and all the corners basically just get the framework for the first story done. All right, so we're back. We got the beginning of the structure up here, just kind of some outlines. For some of these parts, we are going to be kind of setting it up for a second story. So, and actually you can see we got our first little baby villager there. That's going to be our mending book guy as soon as he grows up. So what I think I'm going to go ahead and do is for the parts of the house that pop out, we're going to go ahead and add another log sticking out that way, and then we can go ahead and change those to be facing the correct orientation. So we'll do that on both sides here. And then I also got that done back over on these 2 little bits. Are going to stick out, and then we'll probably actually go ahead and do it on this point as well. So boom and boom. All right, so now I think we'll go ahead and getting some of the walls in. And for the walls, Going to be a mixture of stone, stone brick, cobblestone, mossy stone, all that good stuff. Definitely going to need to grab some more wood while we are out there, but we're going to go ahead and use some of the bone meal that I've been getting from seeds in the composter to do some of the stuff with the new moss block. So very, very excited for that. We'll just throw some of this extra stuff in here, like our villager breeding stuff. That sapling I really have no use for. And we got our efficiency hoe, our bone meal. All right, let's go and find some blocks that we can override. Since basically the cool thing about the moss block is it will essentially replace all the blocks around it. So if you find an area that you kind of want to bring down a little bit, so we'll try it right here actually. We'll go ahead and put that there. Boom, bone meal. And then it grows. Oh, that's cool. Then you got the carpets, which are definitely going to be great for terraforming. I want all that. Oh, and our first azalea. Fantastic. So, yeah, and then the cool thing is you can basically insta-mine this stuff with well, just about anything. You can do it with your fist, but it helps to have the hoe so you don't accidentally break the blocks that have not yet been changed. So let's go ahead and bone meal that. 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 Ooh, we got some more of these azaleas, so that's cool. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of grab some of these, and then we can go back over there and start getting some of our floors in. It's going to be good stuff. Alrighty, we are back. Our villager has grown up, and in the meantime, I have been digging out down here just to kind of get a place for him to go and get started on some of the villager trading. So I figured now would be a great time, since our tools are looking a little meek, to get this guy into his new profession as a librarian. As you can see, he fell right down. Got this all set up so we can get a zombie in here later, so we can automatically just drop them and cure them and then loop them around and do that a few times before they get into their final place. And we'll probably extend this out a little ways down here, and then have villagers kind of just lined up and down, and then on the other side maybe we'll do storage or something. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get this guy moved over here. We got our lectern, and I'm actually going to start a timer. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. And we can see how long that this guy takes to become a mending villager. And I'm not going to accept the trade unless it is under 16 emeralds. Just basically I've got one book, and actually I left my money upstairs. But can you take a job in a minecart? That's the question. Do you have to be able to touch it? Or if I put it right there. Can you see that? Can you take that? Ooh, you do not appear to be able to. Okay. Alright, well, nope. Perfect. Okay, so we got not the trade that I want. We're just going to continue to place and replace this until this guy gives us the mending book that we want. Do you have to be like right? Take the job, dude. I don't know why he doesn't want to take this now. Is one of the other dudes above trying to claim that job? No, they're normal. Why will you not work now? Don't give me that look. All right, well, it looks like we're gonna have to get a little cubicle set up for this dude. So, up every single time, every single Is this going to be like a regular thing, or are you just going to take it right away? Yeah, you're not going to take it right away, are you? All right, well, with that, we're going to have to do something with this guy, so. All right, guys, I would say with that, I think that's going to be a good place to end the episode for today. Hopefully we can get this guy cooperating, but don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe so you're notified when the next video comes out, share it with your friends, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining. You guys have a good one.